thanks to the Musconetcong Watershed Association, which for all the work that you're doing to preserve this watershed and the work that we are going to do together. We had a lot of conversations today about what still remains to be done and the role that the federal government can play in facilitating it and funding it. As you heard, we started this day or this afternoon doing a little bit of river cleanup. The good news is we didn't have a lot of work. It's some of it had already been done, but we do a pretty good job preserving this watershed. We could see that today, although we did pull a couple of big things out of the river that should not have been there. But if the theme of the first part of today was preserving the natural beauty of this river, the theme of this moment is preserving the history. We got a little assist from the chief in doing so, but I'm also very, very happy to be part of the announcement today of a federal grant from the Fish and Wildlife Service that's going to enable us to restore some of the Ramapo history to the trails around the watershed, with signs and interpretive history, so that people who come and walk along this beautiful river learn something about the people who lived here through generations past. So I'm very happy to have played a small role in being able to deliver that support. There's a lot more that we're doing and that we have to do. There is the long and necessary project of steadily removing some of the dams that were built in the past so that the fish can flourish and the river can be in its natural state. We've done some of that work. We've got a lot more left to do. And then there's the issue that I've been working on, that many of you have been working on for many years, and that's to ensure that the final stage of this river gets the designation that it deserves as a wild and scenic river. When I was elected, I sat down with you guys and heard from you that this had been a struggle. It upsets me that it has been a struggle. This should have been done a long time ago, and ever since then, we have been harassing the hell out of the authorities in Washington to make sure that this happens. Sometimes I need to be nice as a member of Congress, and there's sometimes I need to be a total jerk. And on this issue, I try to be as much of a jerk as possible with the people who need to hear this message. And I can tell you, I'm relatively confident right now. I can't say more about it right now, but I'm relatively confident that we are going to get that designation. And I can promise you that I'm not going to rest until it happens. And what that means is this is preserved. This is always going to be here. It's never going to get worse. In fact, it can only get better with the work that all of you are doing every single day to restore this river to what it was and what it needs to be. So with that, thank you again for the work and the partnership and for all that we're going to do in the years to come.